Commit Mag Live numéro 13. Salut Victoria.
Salut Thierry.
C'est pas un live, vous l'aurez compris, vous êtes en face de nous. On est dans la salle du Musée Olympique Lausanne pour fêter les gagnants de cette 13e édition, celle qu'on a décidé qui porterait chance à toutes les participantes et participants de cette belle édition. Mais on avait une petite surprise à partager avec vous pour vous faire apprendre quelque chose. Alors, on profite de ce temps d'antenne parce qu'on a une audience super captive. Vous sortez vos smartphones, vous allez vous abonner au Commit Mag Live, vous allez liker, vous allez sortir du hashtag MDW23. Vous avez le droit toute la soirée de le faire. Nous, ça nous ferait plaisir. Comme ça nous donne raison d'avoir fait du réseau social. Allez, c'est parti pour ce vrai faux Commit Mag Live instructif. Eh oui, eh oui. Commit Mag Live numéro 13 pour 13e édition du Meilleur du Web. On va avoir le logo en bas à droite. De quoi allons-nous parler et qu'allons-nous apprendre en fait?
Pas mal de choses. Alors, les responsables du site swissdevjobs.ch ont analysé plus de 3300 offres d'emploi qui sont passées sur leur plateforme et aussi interrogé des spécialistes de l'informatique afin de pouvoir dresser une cartographie des modalités de travail, de salaire, par spécialité et par ville dans notre pays. C'est assez unique et c'est pour ça qu'on tenait absolument à avoir aujourd'hui, ce soir, devant vous, Greg Tomasik, qui est cofondateur de cette plateforme, pour nous donner, pour un petit peu résumer toute l'étude. On la publiera à tout de suite après la soirée, mais il y a beaucoup d'informations, mais je pense que peut-être ça va faire des remous là, on va savoir.
Vous allez apprendre des trucs.
Allez.
Et pour ce faire, on va accueillir notre invité en anglais pour effectivement
parce qu'il est à Zurich,
franchir la barrière des rejetés.
Voilà, exactement.
Welcome Greg.
Hi Greg. So great job you've done with this study, this survey. So I propose we started with the first subject, the remote work.
Et oui, lieu de travail, télétravail et remote. It's you.
So, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. I'm very happy to present some insights from our report. So the report contains the preferences from the answers from over 18,000 responses, in which we tried to present the whole state of the Swiss tech industry. When it comes to remote work, I would say there are some very interesting findings in terms that currently over 93% of responders are told that they can work remotely at least 1 day per week. So remote work is something that stayed here after COVID times. But unfortunately for the developers, there is a recession of fully remote roles. And as we also see in the jobs on our job board, currently just less than 10% of the roles offer a fully remote setup, which is also a bit sad when it comes to the preferences of the candidates, because over 83% of candidates indicated that they actually want to work either hybrid or they want to work fully remote. But unfortunately, not all companies offer this possibility.
Which are the positive and the negative points of this remote work?
Yeah, so the responders indicated that they can be actually as productive or even more productive if they work remotely. So we don't see here a difference when it comes to the productivity. Many of them, however, responded that they can feel a lack of social interactions with their colleagues. But on the other hand, a big advantage of remote work is that they save enormous time of commute each day. So it can be up to 2 hours each day just by not having to drive to the office, but just connecting from home.
Thank you. Next subject is concerning this AI.
Et oui, l'utilisation et les craintes de l'intelligence artificielle.
So, what can we say concerning this AI?
Yes, when it comes to AI, the AI revolution is already there, even if we don't see it as clearly as having something completely new in the office. But already 2/3 of our responders told that they are using AI to some extent in their work. What's quite surprising is that still 85% of responders think that AI will not be able to replace them in the long run, which I personally find very optimistic, because as we see, the tools are developing, and something that was the state of the art in AI last year is already generations behind of what we have today. So we can only expect that in the next years we will also get more advanced toolings, and they are already in use. So I would say that there is a possibility that some people will have to look further to become more advanced with the tools and not just rely on their own skills.
Okay, thank you. We say that dev industry is very dry, so it's very difficult to find dev. Let's see what job change can offer us as a subject.
Recherche d'emploi, un marché sec. La question est posée.
So, is that easy to find a job or not?
Yeah, finding a job is always a complex problem, because on the one hand, it's from the company side to find the right candidates, and from the candidate side to also go through a numerous interview process, which can be very long sometimes. What we see in the study is that people don't change jobs that often. So the majority of people that we interviewed, they worked for a company for longer than 5 years. So for people, it's not a pleasant experience. And the respondents also indicated that what's really, let's say, surprising or not welcome in their interview process is if it's just too long. So if an interview process is already 3, 4, or 5 stages, most candidates find that just too long.
And what's the reason why they change?
There are various reasons for changing jobs, but the number, let's say the top responses here are the salary. So basically switching jobs to find a better offer, but also poor management. So let's say people are not leaving companies just for the sake of leaving, but they are often leaving because they don't accept how the things are run currently.
Okay, you say salary, so let's see the prices.
Petit éclairage par spécialité et par secteur.
Ouais, ça va être intéressant ça. So, Magneto.
Yes, in our report we also made a statistician research about like what the technologies are paying, which is based on the job ads from SwissDevJobs. And we found that, as the results, which we can see as well, are that just on average, the salary for a software developer in Switzerland is around 105,000 Swiss francs, which is the gross annual salary. It doesn't include bonuses or equity, so this is something that is quite changing, and it's something extra. And we see that there is a difference. So if you also look at the salaries, you can earn different salary depending also on which technology you are specializing. But it also is a big part of where the company is located, because also we have found some differences between regions which are paying the best and also the worst salary on average.
So voilà, ça c'est. So this is the second size. Huh? We have 2 slides concerning the technologies, and we see on the third slide, Thierry, here, the sectors or the most they receive the most high salaries. What can you say concerning this?
Yeah, so exactly. So we see that there is a big uptick of security roles, and that security and SAP and data-related roles are on the rise, which also make hardest for the companies to find the right talent. And we also see that the salaries often offered here are most attractive. On the other side of the spectrum, we see roles, for example, with Ruby on Rails or Python. I wouldn't say that those technologies are bad, but let's say when it comes to the market, we see a saturation of candidates in these areas, and therefore also the salaries reflect that.
Okay, and the last subject is the cities where we are the most paid, where we can just imagine.
Oui, pour faire la comparaison Suisse romande, Suisse allemande, c'est une belle occasion de les comparer.
On va voir si c'est vrai.
Voilà, exactement.
So, is there really a gap between these two regions?
Yes, so actually, and this is also shown in our data, there is some difference between, we based it actually based on cities because it was easier for us to analyze. And I guess the most interesting here is that, for example, Geneva or Lausanne, they are placing right behind Zurich or Zug. So I would say the salaries here are not much different. I guess for Zug, with this very high top 10% salary, it might be related to the taxes, for example, as well. So people who are earning those, might consider a switch to just have an attractive taxation. What we see on the bottom of the table is also most related that some cities like Winterthur or Baden, they are not the typical IT hubs in Switzerland. So there might be some smaller companies there which are also not keeping up with the salaries in bigger cities.
Okay, thanks, Greg. It was very interesting. I hope the audience will enjoy those data. Maybe something will happen in good or bad, I don't know. So let's take an appointment for next year if you do the survey again, so to see the differences. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Happy to do so. Thank you.
Thank you very much.